Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm John.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Steve.
Is this really how it's going to end?
What?
No, title.
Oh.
Last one, God's gone with Mom.
Is this really how it's going to end? Uh-oh.
I'm assuming all hell's going to break. No, like I said last time, no pun intended, but I'm assuming all hell's going to break loose in this one because you just know that that's how it's going to go because it's like a power vacuum now, you know?
Well, yeah. Unless it just ends up boiling down to between Lucifer and Michael.
Well, that's what I mean, but there's sides now, you know?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we know Amenadiel is going to be on Lucifer's side.
Amenadiel and Remy.
Yeah.
And he's got Gabriel.
And he's got that blade now, too.
Yeah.
Which is a problem.
Right.
Because you don't, in my mind, you don't bring that blade in unless...
You're planning on killing him.
Yeah, from a writing perspective, I mean, you know, from the show. So I don't know if that's going to be...
Yeah. I still would like a little bit of an explanation as to how Gabriel was able to get over there and get it.
Yeah, we haven't put that one out on YouTube yet.
Yeah. I know.
So I didn't see any comments on it yet.
Right.
I don't think anyone on Patreon mentioned
No, definitely
about
not.
that.
Definitely not. Not yet, at least.
Yeah. We did get the whole Maze can get killed by bullets.
Yeah. But now it's another confusing issue about her is whether if she's always had a soul and she just suppressed it by self-actualizing, not having one, then like how could her soul now make her mortal? Is she mortal?
Yeah. She's always been mortal since she's come here. No matter what. But
No. She could die, but she doesn't like age and die. She's been alive for thousands and thousands of years.
Yeah, but okay. So yeah, I don't know that she can age and die, but that's just a guess.
Still?
Yeah. But she's like, regardless, she's always been like, she could always die. But to your point, I don't think she would ever age. No.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong on that. I don't know for sure. Let's just watch and get it over with.
Okay.
If you guys want to watch the next episode early, go check out our Patreon. We have that there as well as full length.
So, what's it gonna be, Joe Fuel?
I'm a rebel vodka, yo.
I forgot. It's one of, if not the finest vodkas in the world.
Of course.
1.3 million. Never mind. Just try it.
1.3 million. Why?
It's probably true, too.
You didn't, like, lead a full-on rebellion against Dad?
I'm saying I'm not that guy anymore. Being here on Earth has changed me. It's given me the skills and experience to do the job. So,
That's partially true,
can I
I
count
think.
on your support, bro?
But I see where his brother's coming from.
What's
Yeah.
the catch? There's no catch.
Sorry, Luce, I just don't see you as God material. What's up, bro? Hey, cool if I hang for a while? Everything's calmed, right? Love you, bro.
What an idiot.
He is, but he's making, like, I understand his points.
Yeah.
So what does being God's consultant actually look like?
I'm also not convinced that God doesn't know what's going on, you know?
Yeah,
I think
thinking
this is
about this next
part of his bigger
chapter
plan,
and
in a way.
Our lives and
Come on, just hear me out, okay? Please?
Fine.
Great. So my good buddy, Carol Corbett.
He's got a girl's name? I'm out.
He's a guy. He's a good one. He's in town, doesn't really know anybody. And I don't know, I got this hunch. I think you guys would hit it off.
Dan,
That's sweet, Dan.
I appreciate the offer. I really, really do.
well, it looks like he was tied down and forced to drink wine for a couple of hours before he was shot.
So you're saying he was water Bordeaux'd?
Dan like that.
one, yeah.
Do you know why he was here?
Yeah, this is his wine longer.
I wouldn't want to do it with anyone else. And I appreciate each and every one of you. So it's not goodbye. It's just goodbye.
I wonder if
for
Lucifer
now.
tries to convince her to stay, you know? Because he
He
sees
already did.
that she's upset, you know? No, I mean, like, try again. Plus, like, what's she gonna tell people? I mean, Dan will get it, but Ella won't.
But I got a pretty good idea what it's all about. Or should I say who it's about?
I guess it's an excuse because he's so filthy rich. She doesn't need the money. Well, that's different. I don't like different. That means something's gonna happen.
I don't like different.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
It's okay, I get it.
So you're both leaving?
Cheers.
I like how she goes to Spanish.
This is my choice.
Right, because all families are functional.
And it seems you
Yeah, just say
are
the
not
obvious.
the only one vying for the job.
Amazing. My no good manipulative bastard of a brother is trying to steal it out from under me.
Go ahead.
I am sensing you are the skeptic in the relationship.
How is she even doing that?
We are here about Jonathan Donnelly.
Giving a reading to a programming exec at Fox.
Oh, good luck with that.
So just say that story checks out.
Oh, because they used to be on Fox, I think.
Anyone else who would want to-
That's pretty funny.
Maybe one of the other families found out that their stuff was being sold.
What I'm gonna do here, now that I've decided to stay.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna become a policeman. I mean, I really like helping people.
Why do you bring the flyer?
Putting away criminals. So you think it's a bad idea because I wouldn't be any good at it?
No, that's not what I said. It's just that there are different kinds of people. Different kinds
I understand what Dan's trying to say.
You know something? Of all people, I really thought you'd be the one that would be most excited for me.
But I feel bad for him.
Yeah, yeah.
He was so excited.
That's not what I'm...
Yeah, Dad didn't mean it that way. You could tell.
I'm an angel, Lucifer. I'm totally above the base passions and petty desires that humans fall prey to.
You're right.
Oh my God. Is that Michael Voltaggio?
You mean Top Chef champion Michael Voltaggio? Why, yes, it is. Hello, Michael.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Actually, why do you want it so badly?
It's like nobody's asked him that yet.
It's a great question.
Who wouldn't want it?
Right. You know what? I actually need to think about this a little more.
Sorry,
I
Carol.
should go.
She caught him off guard. It's a great question.
Yeah, it's a fantastic
I
question.
want to know why he wants to do it too. For what reason?
Right.
It's not going to be as fun as you think.
No.
Definitely not what you're doing now.
We've all seen Bruce Almighty. We know how it goes.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Stay away. I don't want to hurt you.
You? That's adorable. Come along now, TJ.
Oh. How the hell did he do that?
I don't know.
What? Huh.
Size 13. Taken
That's
from
weird.
the rubble at TJ Ross's house. Bigger than any of his.
'Cause he doesn't even know who he is, you know?
Match the shape
Right.
we found at the wine locker.
She thinks we're going north of Florida. We're definitely not going there.
Alabama's actually really nice.
Well, you would think that.
Let's focus on the killer. Our priority now.
Yes. You won't regret it, I promise.
You better be cute.
Beautiful.
I hope he's like drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah, that's what I think he's going to be. He's going to be a stud. And kind of an asshole, but also real sweet.
Yeah.
You go find out what TJ
Like a
is.
perfect blend for her.
Yeah, exactly what she needs. And not a killer.
Yeah. Oh, I hope.
That'll be key.
Yeah.
I have it handled.
Do you? Zadkiel is your last swing vote, and he hates you.
Yes, he does.
That was his name, right? Zakiel. The first guy he met.
Something I've
No. I,
Spit on him.
never told him.
oh,
barbecue.
maybe. Yeah.
I'm doing it for love. And it gets worse. I'm doing it for the love
For
of
Chloe?
a human.
So that they can live forever.
I am trying to be God so that I can finally be worthy of her. I have to make this happen, and I will. No matter what the costs. With or without your vote.
He knows something.
Who? Him?
Zachiel.
Yeah.
Somebody's after one of TJ's stolen items, and they've already killed somebody to try and get it.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Yes,
Guilty.
ma'am, it is.
Yeah, she's weird. Maybe she's being held at.
So I'm just wondering if
Something's up with her, yeah.
the ordinary, you know, any strangers
Yep.
lurking around.
She's
anything
not
like
like
that.
a boy yet.
No. I
Couldn't see who it was.
Espinosa. A possible home invasion. Layton Street, Hancock Park. Request immediate backup.
Damn it! I had a feeling.
Maybe the killer didn't find what they were looking for.
Which means they would have incentive to keep Dan alive.
Right.
Yeah, Michael's behind
So
all this
just
too.
Do our job and let's find
I
out.
don't think so. I mean, anything's possible, but
Yeah.
So there was a scuffle.
Which favors do you want me to call in?
All of them.
Oh, I don't like this at all.
What did you say?
Nice. I'm afraid the other guy's coming back.
is it the cops were there though, right?
We're going to Jerry's. The fuck, man. I had to open my big mouth too and say that the other guy's coming back.
We said it was gonna be them too.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Yeah.
Good
I
job.
still blame you, but
Fuck.
now she can't go with Lucifer. She gotta stay with Trixie.
Ugh, I didn't think of that. We should have known because they've been showing Dan a lot in this one, you know. He's not gonna make it though.
Dan.
Tell Trixie.
No.
Tell Trixie that I love her. Tell her that I'm gonna miss making unicorn armies with her.
Dad, no. Can you tell her yourself, okay? You hear me?
I am lying here in the blue.
I hate this episode.
Yeah. He's just been through so much just to kill him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he just has been through so much lately.
Like he finally figured it all out too.
Right.
There's no tomorrow. There's no
Where's my dad?
Ugh. Exactly what she went through when she was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me it's not true.
My dear sweet child. I can't.
I want my daddy.
I know, baby. I know.
I'm so sorry.
Did they get who did this? Michael is involved after all.
How'd you figure that out?
Caleb. Lucy, Caleb Mayfield was the boy who was killed. I tried to help him.
Yes, I helped.
Oh, I didn't even put that together.
Before Caleb was buried, I laid my necklace on his body.
You did what?
Somebody obviously
For the dagger.
So you're telling me that Trixie is in there right now crying herself to sleep, and the real reason that she's gonna grow up without a father is because you still don't know how I feel about you? Is that even possible? Then your brothers and your sisters are right. You shouldn't be God.
I don't really understand how it's his fault, though.
For thinking that, like, you have to do all... Well, yeah, I don't know why he's... Well, because I guess because Michael's doing this to be able to wage a war against Lucifer to take over as God. If he fights, you know?
It's a bit much to put on him, I think.
I guess. It is.
It's not really fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, her point of view, but...
I think he was always looking out for everyone.
Yeah, he was.
Speaking of which, there's a friend I need to talk to.
Of course. Poor Menadil. He's gonna be feel guilty because of the last thing, like, you know, the way they last spoke.
That's what I came over here to tell you. Day he died, he turned in your application to the police academy. At least we both know he's in a better place now, right?
I really hope he's with Charlotte.
He should be able to go see him, right?
I went to see Dan in heaven.
I did already.
Let me guess. Swimming in a vat of chocolate pudding.
He's not there, Lucy.
What?
He's not there. Dan isn't in heaven.
That isn't... It's not fair.
None of this is.
Really piling it on here for him, huh?
Ridiculous.
I thought he had figured all that shit out.
I'm sure there's something else to it.
Maybe Michael's got him, like...
Hidden, like hiding him.
In Los Angeles, I was angry. He taught me how to be a good man. Because he was a good man. The sad thing is, I think he forgot that sometimes, but he was a good man. Always trying to do right by others. Always trying to do better. You are, and you always will be my best friend. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. I'm really gonna miss you. We all will. And,
I found them.
Please go full devil on them. They're all so dead.
Is where we've been and what we have been
It was him, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, that's the one that Dan beat up. This is the
No,
one.
that's the one, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. To yesterday.
I think they wanted to go pass a message to Michael. That's why they didn't kill him.
Oh. Yeah.
Trixie shouldn't have to suffer the pain of seeing her father ripped from her like that, and Daniel shouldn't be... Dan should not be dead. Your system is not only broken, it's unjust. I no longer want to be God. I have to be God.
Lucifer, what does that mean?
It means that we are going to war.
Jerry can go fuck right off.
That was a bad one.
That might have been the worst one so far.
Yeah. That's a really bad one.
I was dealing with it okay until I heard Trixie walk in, and then I was done.
Yeah, that's...
I couldn't even look.
That was the most awful. Yeah.
Because we had just, when we watched Train to Busan, we had just talked, without giving spoilers away, we had just talked about how it's always, one of the worst things to watch on TV is a little girl
Yeah.
crying for her father, like screaming for their father.
Yeah.
And to do it now, yeah.
And it'd be Michael's fault?
When I said it before they brought it up, I wasn't very confident in that being the case, but it like seemed like it would make sense that he had something to do with it, you know?
Well, he did.
I know. Because it was Amenadiel said it was his thing on the kid's body, which got stolen before he was buried. And the fact that both objects, I guess, are now on Earth. Is that why they gave him that guy powers? Is that what he said? You had to say it was going to be Dan, didn't you?
I didn't think it was going to be, like, right now.
Yeah, right, I know.
You know what I mean?
We should have known, though, because it was like, if we did the math, he's been the one that's been, like, going through the most shit.
This is the penultimate episode, right?
Is it?
That was 15?
You can check. I'm not sure. I don't want to... Yeah, you're right. That makes sense then, yeah. You had to go to that one, too? He scrolled through Netflix and landed on the Dan episode, Naked and Afraid. God damn it. Well, that's what I was saying, though. Like, we should have figured that, like, his arc of where he went from there to where it ended, it's like, we should have known of all the people that's going to get ripped from us, it was going to be him.
You think he's in hell? Or do you think Michael's hiding him up in heaven somewhere? Why would he go to hell? I mean, I guess from, like, earlier, but
I gotta be honest, pal. I'm really mad at God. I said this was going to happen last episode. Hell was going to break loose. Someone's going to get hurt.
Well, the thing is, don't forget, he's got some kind of plan.
That involves Dan dying? That's not fair to Trixie. But that's why Lucifer's...
I don't know, man.
I'm pretty... the way I took with Lucifer at the end there, what he's saying, how the system's so unjust.
That's what he wants to stop, but, like, that's...
he's talking about how God's system is... Yeah, I know.
It's a little crazy, too, to just think, you know what I mean?
Linda was right, obviously, but I'm saying he's pointing his anger at God's system, I think. At least is what I'm
I do agree. So here's the problem, is I agree that they need to go and stop. Go to war, stop Michael. But Lucifer can't be.
No,
I'm still stand by that. Lucifer can't be God.
And one way or the other, I'm telling you, God's coming back.
Yeah, I do. I think he's coming back too, because obviously he's got some.
It was the way he left when he said that little smirk on his face.
Kind of plan.
Yeah,
So
but that's
this
why
is all part of his plan.
But like, if I'm in Lucifer's shoes, I can look. If he comes down and like,
this is the shitty part.
I'm gonna be like, really, dude? Like,
shitty part.
Your part of your plan was Dan dying. I really don't think he's in hell.
Only. Like, Dan. I mean, unless like no, Dan's not now. I bet Dan's gonna play some kind of part.
That would be really cool.
In this war, like in heaven, you know what I mean? Like he'll pop out last second and like help Lucifer with something.
I really hope that's
you know what I mean? That's what I'm holding on hope. Otherwise, like I'm assuming he's in LA.
Because there's no
right?
way. What?
Jerry.
Yeah.
So I booked a ticket tonight.
I kind of want you to book it now just in case, because there's a very good chance I want to go there. But the fact that there's no way, like when they brought it up with Lucifer and Amenadiel, how he's not in heaven, like there's no way they're gonna like, yeah, he was actually in hell that whole, like, no, there's no way.
Yeah.
Because even
and like, can Lucifer go down? Like, if he like, I mean, obviously you don't know because I don't know either. But like, you think he can go down into hell and like would know where Dan would be, or?
Yeah,
I guess once he was standing on top of his tower, you should be able to see everybody.
I don't know how it works, but
right?
You would think, but
or if like they would be able to hide him there too.
Because then you think like, all right, Amenadiel went to heaven to check. Why didn't he go to hell?
Somebody should go to hell to check too.
Yeah, but
and then they'd be like, he's nowhere.
Maybe that's what ends up happening, you know?
Yeah.
I hope.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm really hoping what I said happens.
Yeah, me too, pal.
Like Lucifer goes to push Michael, and Dan's on all fours behind him, and he just trips right over the cliff.
That would be a little ridiculous. Because I also don't know that they're gonna. Maybe they kill Michael, but I don't think that's gonna happen either. Because then God would be like, "You killed one of my kids," even if
two of them.
Right. So I think it's gonna be one of those things where they just God figures it out and like he just gets punished. You know, like
maybe
like forever like punished somehow.
Maybe. I'm also can't even knock his siblings, you know? Like, I would feel the same way about Lucifer.
Well, because they were right. He didn't have a reason for wanting to be doing it.
And I don't think he should be either.
And I said it during the episode, but it was a little, and I know she's just being, it's very emotional time, but I think it's a little unfair for Chloe to put that all on Lucifer like that.
Dan.
Yeah. She was like, my Trixie's in there falling asleep crying because of the way your emotions.
You don't know how I feel.
Yeah, that's a little.
I understand her frustration, like, because like all of this started because like he feels like he needs to be God to be worthy of her. Like, that's a little insane.
It is, but that's not why Dan got killed. I mean, it's like
Zachiel had like a weird face on, man. Like he knows something. He knows something about her.
You think?
Yeah, because remember he called her like, "Oh, is that the gift that Dad made for you?"
And he yelled at him, was like, "Not a gift." Or
right, and like he thought it was like that. Just that whole interaction, struck me as weird.
Yeah, it did seem a little odd.
I feel like something's gonna come of that.
Oh, I'm sure, and he just doesn't like Lucifer to begin with, but who knows?
Right, but how does he know so much about Chloe?
I think they all do, don't they?
You think so?
I thought
it was only Amenadiel.
Well, no, because Michael knew about it too. I think, right?
I don't
know. There's not really much else to talk about.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
I don't either. I want to watch whatever we're watching next and not remember. I want to go to sleep tonight, wake up tomorrow and be like, what happened?
Big fuck.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Watching the next one might make us feel better, but
we need to have some kind of wrap up with him, you know?
Oh, yeah, and why do you think they let that guy go at the end, just to pass that message along to Michael?
I mean, yeah, unless, like...
Or Lucifer did his devil thing to make him feel, like, insane and then just leave him, like, tortured.
That's what I was kind of thinking, too, or if they just didn't show, maybe they
did
killed him.
Yeah. But he whispered something into his ear.
He definitely whispered something to him. And, like, then that would, like, annoyed me that he was, like, crying. It's like, what do you think? Like, no matter what he... like, I don't know what he said, but, like, no matter what...
Well, I think he's crying because he's going insane from seeing the devil. Just like all the other guys that it happens to.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't think he's crying like to get forgiveness, you know.
No, I know. He's probably scared that he's going to burn in hell. But like, yeah, to have known you were doing that, this is the lifestyle you chose.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Even
everyone always
figure out if you don't know.
Everyone's a tough guy until it comes down to it, you know.
It's true.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.
See you later.